What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony. I appreciate you guys. And today I am wearing my Swatch Snoopy. Today's episode, it doesn't always have to be about luxury, or Rolex or Cartier, whatever. Sometimes it's the smaller things, This Swatch watch means more to me than any watch I have because my little sister gave it to me. So that means a lot to me, and I will always love this watch. Anyway, today is a little bit different. I'm going to show you some watches that are, I would say, kind of rare, hard to get. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I haven't done any research on them, but I've had them for a very long time. So let's roll the intro and we'll talk about it.
You're watching Timepieces with Tony. Talking Timepieces with Tony. You're watching Talking.
All right, so I had to go into my closet and pull some stuff out and get a box because October of 1993 is when Tim Burton, when The Nightmare Before Christmas was released. And I saw it in the theater, at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood in 1993 when it came out. And there was something about that movie that resonated with me and a lot of other people, because you see a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas fans and stickers and t-shirts and tattoos. I'm pretty sure I was the first one to ever get a Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo. However, sorry, the bird's distracting me. We have a bird feeder out there and I got my door open, so sorry for the bird noise. But so there was something that really resonated with me in that movie, and it just had a lot to do with the storyline, and a lot of people might not catch what the storyline really seems to be about. And that's where, if you've seen the movie Jack Skellington, he's the king of Halloweentown, he's the Pumpkin King, right? And he discovers in the forest after Halloween, he's bummed out and he's taking Zero, his dog, the ghost dog, for a walk through the forest, and he discovers these trees with these different doors on them. And that's where he discovers Christmas Town, and he decides he wants to take over and become Santa Claus and the Santy Claus, and he fails miserably at it. And at the end of the movie, he realizes, wait a minute, he's the king of Pumpkin Town. He's the end-all, be-all of that. And sometimes when you're searching for something else because you're bored with this life or what you have, or what you don't feel that you have, and you try to conquer something else, it may not become successful, and then it takes that to realize what you actually really do have, in a nutshell, right? So having said that, I started collecting Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. This is before, actually, I say before merchandise came out, you know what I mean? And I even have a Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo. It's very old. Got Zero, Jack, Lock or Shock, and then a pumpkin patch. But this tattoo is so old, it's kind of just faded. And I got this done because I have a book with all the original artwork and pieced it together, and then had the tattoo artist come up with it and do that. And that was way back. But having said that, in the early 90s, or 1993, back in those days, sometimes movies would come out and certain fast food restaurants would do promotions where you would get something from that show or movie or whatever it was. Well, Burger King had watches, more specifically Jack Skellington, The Nightmare Before Christmas watches. At that time, they were $1.99 when you purchased the meal combo. And it was like it would be once a week. So for about a month, it was a promotion. So needless to say, I ate at Burger King a lot because I wanted these watches. And I can tell you how bad I wanted these watches. So I actually ended up buying 3 complete sets of 4 watches. And why did I do that? Well, look, they come in these nice, awesome coffin boxes with a different theme. Each one has a different theme. And I'm going to show them to you. Why did I buy 3 sets? Well, I bought 1 set to wear, and I bought 2 sets to keep. I ended up selling 1 complete set about, more than 15 years ago for $100, so not bad for a total of $8 worth of watches, right? Anyway, I'm surprised that I still have these, and you know, they're the boxes are a little bit beat up, because they've been through a lot, through even being homeless, you know. I've always managed to be able to keep them and hang on to them. I bought other watches. I have a whole box full of the memorabilia, but I'm not that guy to fucking put all that shit around my apartment, you know what I mean? It's like they sit in a box and it's in my closet and that's it. So let's just start. I don't know which one was first, what order they came, but you know, I'll tell you, back then my girlfriend was really pissed off because she's like, what do you mean we're going to Burger King again? I go, you're getting a fucking meal, I'm getting a meal, you're getting a watch, I'm getting a, you know what I mean? And that's how we did it. It was a kind of needless to say, I didn't eat at Burger King for quite some time after that because I just couldn't hang with it. Drinking my vodka, as what was that one viewer said, keep drinking your vodka. So anyway, needless to say, throughout the years, I've collected a bunch of things and I've got some watches here. So let's start with the first one. You know, again, they came in this box, which is really nice, and bubble wrap, instructions. They're very similar to what a swatch would be, except these are digital. Okay, I remember this is beautiful. Look at that. Pristine, right? Lock, shock, and barrel. Characters right there. Jack's Mansion. And they were digital, you know, take a battery. I'm sure that if I took the batteries out of this thing now, they'd be all corroded and the watches probably wouldn't work anyway, but just beautiful little watches, you know. I had a set that I wore, and then of course people go, those are cool, and then I'd give one away. I knew it because I had three sets, I'm sorry, that, you know. So, and they're just fun. They're nice to still have after all these years. I mean, the movie came out October of '93, and I think that's probably right around the time that these watches came out, maybe November, maybe. Pumpkin patch, that little hill that extends out, you know, and I'm just super stoked that I still have these, you know. Back then, what kind of watch did I have? Was I wearing on a daily basis? I think I had a Tag Heuer Link, if you remember those. I had a Cartier Santos that was a octagonal or whatever that shape was. I can't even remember the model of that. And I also had a Fossil watch, you know, and that's kind of what I was wearing back in those days. And there were some good times back then, 1993, 94, you know. And oh, here's the Christmas one with Jack on the sled. We got the Sandy Claus. Got the Christmas tree, you know, and you know, it's bringing back some memories looking at these things. You know, sometimes it's hard to think about what kind of content you want to do, and you know, been getting a little burned out on a few things lately, and you know, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get those Nightmare Before Christmas watches, you know. And just totally sidetrack. I'm sure not many people are going to watch this video because of that. Well, it's not a Rolex or a Cartier or an Omega. This is one of my favorite ones. This is Halloweentown Jack, lock, shock, barrel. You know, beautiful. I don't want to put them on. You know, you could get an idea. They're small, you know, maybe 34 millimeters. You know, just wouldn't wear these at all. I don't even want to bend the strap. But, you know, just really fun watches, you know. So I thought I'd share these with you, and, you know, and if you like them, cool. And, you know, again, I don't know how readily if you can get these anymore or if anyone has any. But, you know, I've had these since at least 93. Well, the movie came out in 93, October. If they did come out, and usually they would release these kind of things around the same time as the movie, when the movie was in the theaters. So probably around the same time, and it was some good times. I got a couple of other watches I have. This is a limited edition, comes in a tin can, and it says something on here. Actually, a certificate of authenticity. Anyway, it's one of those ones I got at a collector's shop. I've never worn this. It does. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this, man. I'm nervous, dude. Here's the watch right here, and it's got lock, shock, and barrel on it. Look at that clasp, that buckle. It's pretty cool, and like I say, I've never worn it. I don't think I've ever taken it out of its case here. I think this is the first time, you guys. It's the first for you guys and me. So it's nice to have that. Ow, you bitch. Sorry. Anyway, so that's that. And then I have one more. I think I have more somewhere else. I don't know why I can't find them. So this one comes in a tin, and I bought this at Downtown Disney, next to Disneyland, when I was this again many years ago. This is made by George Gray. I don't know. And these were. There's the tag. It's the hang tag. It's a full set. This was at one of they have novelty shops, but they also had like a sort of fine jewelry shop. I say fine, and I use that term loosely, but this watch was in there. Obviously not working anymore because it's quartz. It's got Disney. It still has a sticker on the back, and it was a something I used to collect. And the funny thing is out of all the stuff I have. Of Nightmare Before Christmas memorabilia, I've got a lot of stuff, and it was so crazy that I started collecting a lot of this stuff when the movie had just come out, before it became a cult classic. And so it was really cool to now see how many people are into that movie, and seeing stickers on cars, or people with t-shirts, backpack, whatever the merch may be. And I sit there and go, man, I was on that train. I think I fucking was the one who started that train. Now, I know it sounds kind of arrogant. I don't mean it that way. I was into it very early on, and of course, I thought I'd share that with you, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Appreciate everyone who likes and subscribes, and we'll see you on the next one.